Okay, I'm kind of liking that that zoom multiplier. Maybe it's still happening a bit too slow. I mean, it's really quite zoomed out now that we're moving quickly. Okay, so if we double the zoom speed and look at that. To confuse I might have to use that. So the starting zoom, what if we bring the default zoom down a bit? The starting zoom, I mean, it could be really, really close. Like, what would that even look like if you start at like an absurd level of zoom?
Collect stars and weapons.
I kind of like that. I kind of like that. Is it bad for gameplay? I don't know. It definitely lets you see a bit more of the map. And then when we slow right down, yeah, I think that's okay. You get down to this default zoom.
Fire shield.
Yeah. I think maybe the zoom multiplier is a bit too much. Although, the beginning of the level with that sort of zoom out, I think is really cool. I think it's a cool effect. We need to fix the normal maps on this on the players as well because they're looking a bit funky. A lot of people will see this and just be like, there's another level to the game? Yeah, because for some reason my random level generator is based on the clock. And so because I load a random level at when the time is equal to 0 every single time, I get the same random level every single time I start the game. This is quite difficult to get out. Okay. Yep, exactly. Exactly like that. Are you sure? Okay. I didn't realize that. I mean, it's fine. All I know is that it's a deterministic random number. It's actually the only random number we use in the entire game. Oh, no. No, of course not. We randomly generate the... in terms of gameplay, we randomly generate the weapons, and whether the stars respawn or not is random as well. Okay, so I think that zoom amount is too much. I think I'm going to actually amp the zoom speed up a little bit and then just bring the zoom multiplier down a bit.
Phase 1. Collect stars and weapons. Shooter. Laser.
Oh, I just realized our rotation's broken.
Missile.
Sorry.
Phase 2. Fight.
Huh, how do we break our rotation?
Shooter. Laser.
Because I think the camera offset is strange if we don't bring the rotation into account. So the reason why I want to offset the camera based on the player's velocity is because on different versions of the split screen, oh god, I'm missing that star now. Like, for instance, if someone has a particularly wide phone, then you're not going to get enough like distance ahead of yourself to be able to like view much of the game. Although I suppose actually in this scenario the camera zooms out relative to the aspect ratio, so you actually get to see more. So okay, in that scenario you don't actually... What about a really long phone? Yeah. So I guess even at weird aspect ratios you're actually going to see more of the game. Which I guess is better. Right? You don't want to be stuck with like this tiny little viewport. Okay. So we just need to fix get the rotation working again. So our desired rotation, I see. So really this should be rotation offset, calculate rotation offset. This should be called a rotation offset. I've seen it, man. There's some weird phones out there. With all of this, like, what are these flip double screen phones? You don't know what you're getting into now. Wait till they bring out like the quadruple flip screen phone. Then tell me about aspect ratio. So we're going to call this calculate rotation offset, right? Rotation offset is equal to that. Okay. And then rotation equals desired rotation. So if left, then return pi divided by -2. Otherwise, pi over 2. And then our desired rotation is equal to our target rotation plus our rotation offset. And then that becomes a function, right? What do you... Oh yeah, it's a dot. And this should be a float. I need to start typing my functions more often. There's a vector 2. Okay.
Phase 1. Collect stars and weapons.
Yeah, you might be right. Don't say So as I zoom along, we're getting a slight zoom out. We're getting quite a pronounced zoom out, actually.
This way.
I wonder if we need to dial back that rotation speed. I'll just do it in here. Zoom, rotation speed. Okay. So what if we bring it all the way down? How does that feel?
Phase 1. Collect stars and weapons.
I think Godot 4 is going to add some more support for typing, but it's not going. It's still going to be dynamically typed, right?
Shooter.
Okay, so that rotation speed is getting a bit weird. Oh, we need to lerp the angle as well. Otherwise, we might get to a situation where we spin too quickly, I think. Well, no, I mean, if you're releasing a brand new version of the engine, you can do whatever you want, right? Like, but I mean, yeah, breaking backwards compatibility. Okay, so the camera's feeling a little bit loose in the rotation, and we need to lerp the angle, I think. Oh, we are lerping the angle. Yeah, okay. So if we amp this back up to about halfway between those 2 points.
Phase 1. Collect stars and weapons.
Oh yeah. I'm really looking forward to being able to play with some Vulkan rendering. Obviously, my game is pushing the limits of modern day graphics, and I'd love my engine to be able to keep up with me.
Fire shield. Phase 2. Fight.
Okay, so I'm trying to imagine if I'm playing the game sort of on an angle. How's that feeling? So the zoom out, I think, is feeling good. And actually, I think the rotation's a pretty good speed as well. Like, it's not too jarring when we take a hit on the sides, like, right? And I never feel like the camera's lagging behind me. Like before, the camera was getting a bit lost. Yeah, I was using OpenGL 2 for this game, but then I just had so many problems with the particles. So like my MacBook just can't handle the CPU particles at all.